Hey, Sleepover Party Business Besties. You guys asked, and I'm here to deliver. This is me doing my customized party favors. So, first thing we're jumping right into is when you use your, what is it called? Cricut to customize anything with the vinyl, you want to measure everything out. So, I just wrote down my measurements to my bottle, my eye mask, and my nameplate. And now we jump into Design Space. You need to get this app if you don't have this app, if you have the Cricut. I have the Cricut Joy. It is the cheapest Cricut, and it is about maybe $130. Anyway, first thing I'm going to do is go in, type in my first name. I'm kind of going to do it one at a time, but you can do it and do all your names. And I'm going to measure it out. It's so small here. I am so sorry. I didn't realize it would look like this. But anyway, you just type in your name. You pick the font that you want to use. And you do your measurements and everything, and that is what you see me doing here. So now what you're going to see me do is what's called offsetting. So it's basically I'm putting a background behind the name that I already have. So I'll be using two different color vinyls. So that is what I did. It is in the actions. So you would click your name, click actions, and then you would find you click edit. I'm sorry. Find your name, click edit, hit offset. And then that's how you get the line around your name. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, like I said, all I'm doing is, since I'm making 3 different things, I started with one name, but as I was editing the video and recording, it was extremely difficult. So I didn't even do her name. I kind of messed up in some places. So you won't see me doing it like just all her stuff at once, all Emma's stuff. I'll be kind of showing you each process. So I'll do the bottles, I'll do the nameplates, and I'll do the eye mask, and that's how I'm going to record the video. But as of right now, I'm just showing you how I'm doing Emma's name, and I am going to do her name sign with just one layer. So now I am finished editing, and I am going to go ahead and do create. And so what you do in this space is you pretty much tell the Cricut Design Space how you want to put your vinyl. So you either tell them what size mats. That's what I'm doing here. I'm kind of saying like what size mat I'm going to put it on, because the Cricut Joy comes with a 12-inch mat and a 6-inch mat, or you can do what's called just using smart vinyl. Also, make sure when you're doing anything with iron on that you do a mirror image. I'm sorry, I'm going so fast because I didn't want this video to be too long. But anyway, once it gets cut and you hit upload and you put your vinyl in, the next thing you're going to do is pretty much just weed your vinyl. So that's what you see me doing. I'm cutting and weeding. You can get the weeding tools from Dollar Tree, which are great. That is actually a Cricut weeder, but it's fine. Either one works. What you see me doing now with that grid stuff, that is called transfer tape, if you're not familiar. And transfer tape basically just picks up vinyl from the, the paper backing that it sits on, and it transfers it to another surface. So that is what that's for. You'll see me just keep using the transfer tape. I am using my spatula type tool, and that basically just presses it onto whatever surface that I need, which was that chalkboard. And yeah, that's how that works. I hope it makes sense. I'll also be sure to link all the items that I'm using in my description box below. Also, you can do, this is the single layer vinyl. You can do this on the bottles. It doesn't matter. You can do it on whatever. You're also going to see me doing a double layer on the bottles. So I just want you to be aware that it'll look a little different. So this is, like I said, it's just one layer. On the bottles, it'll be 2 different colors, 2 different layers, okay? And that's where that offset button comes into play. Okay, I wanted to go back to Design Space and just walk you through that again. So basically, I'm typing in my name. My name is Madeline, as you see. I am then going to pick out my font. This is a system font. I love it. It's called Belladonna. I have that. Now I'm going to change the size, make the width about 5 inches or 5.75 inches. And then the height I am going to adjust. And this is for the eye mask, actually. So now I'm going to pick if I'm going to put it on a mat or off a mat, it doesn't matter. And then I'm going to click at the top and put mirror for iron on. And another thing you want to remember about the iron on, and then you hit next. One thing you want to remember about the iron on is that you have to place the heat transfer vinyl on the shiny part down. The Cricut Joy usually kind of explains that to you and will say it at one point. But just remember, because it's mirror image, the shiny part of the vinyl has to be down. So you just click your machine. So as you guys saw, my Joy just popped up. You're going to hit the material. I'm sorry, that went kind of fast. I hit Smart Iron On. You're going to upload your material in the machine. I didn't show that because I'm still on this screen. And then once that's all set, you will go ahead and hit go. Okay, now I'm starting the eye mask since I finished the nameplates. First thing you're going to do is use your heat press. This heat press was a really cheap one. It was probably like $10, if that, on Amazon. Again, I'll link it below. You're going to heat press your eye mask on the front. And once it's pretty flat, you're going to lay your vinyl down and position it how you want. Stretch out your eye mask as much as possible. Then you're just going to iron it probably for about not even 30 seconds. I do it really quickly. And I let it sit for a little bit, get a little bit cool, and then I'll pull it off. You'll see me do that in a second. And that is pretty much it for the eye mask. I do remember before I bought this little mini heat press, I was using my iron, just like my clothes iron, but it was like way too hot and it was burning the vinyl. So these little presses are just much better, and it distributes an even amount of heat. So I would definitely recommend getting a little heat press if you're going to do the customized eye mask for the parties. So last, we're going to move on to our water bottles. I've already done the rest of them. So the first thing we're going to do is weed our first layer, add our transfer tape to the top layer, remove the backing from the top layer, and then we're going to try to line up our top and our bottom layers by adding that transfer tape on there. And then once we peel that off, both layers should be on the transfer tape, and then we can transfer that directly to the bottle. As you can see here, I just rub it down with my fingers and then follow up with the spatula. And that is pretty much it. If it's not lifting from the tape, you can always, flip it over, rub the back, use your fingernail, whatever you got to do. So you see me here, it wasn't lifting for me, so I had to pretty much, kind of play with it and lift it up myself. Also, one thing about these water bottles, you'll probably notice a lot of owners have them. They are $1 or less. Sometimes they're 50 cents, sometimes they're 40 cents at Walmart, and they're big around back to school time. I love them. I have I bought like maybe 75 at one point, and I already had some, so I probably have about 50 bottles in various colors, pinks, clear, blues, yellow. So yeah, look out for these because they are a great add-on option. And we're all done. Thanks for watching.